The only reason I'm ever doing a follow-up on this particular topic is mostly having to do with the development that's happened and what I said in the previous video. So I made a video back in January of this year, basically talking about how I think that the company like G4 is already starting to suffer the wokeism and it's already on the path of self-destruction because of what their employee Frost did. And then I started to predict that, like Frost basically made a comment saying that her bosses were were in support of her rant, and then of course, like 24 hours later, she ended up deleting that post she made about that particular response, and then a lot of people were reporting that she deleted over 45,000 tweets, which shouldn't surprise me at this point, considering how very absorbing, self-absorbing Twitter can be for other people. People tend to tweet like at least on average 8 tweets a day. So that could just be an accumulation of years. But anyway, I predicted that either G4TV was going to basically include Frost in less and less projects. She was just going to be a background person where she was going to be neither seen nor heard, and then hopefully go down the line of her just quitting, or they're going to fire her based on internal complaints. And over the course of time, it seemed to be that G4 has already suffered a humongous negative impact because of Frost. So between my January video up until now, there has been some major developments. First of all, when a VP executive of G4 basically announced that he wasn't, in fact, in support of Frost's outburst, but then about a month ago, he ended up announcing he was resigning from G4 in order to go become part of a rival company as an executive. So that should have been a red flag for G4. Then G4, as of this month, did a live stream where they brought on some VTubers and surprised the audience with Amaranth, of all people, in a bikini. Now, if you guys don't know who Amaranth is, she's a thought live streamer who basically uses her physical appearance to gain followers and funding. Except it's more of a she's self-employed, and she kind of does, and I wouldn't say she doesn't do any nudity, at least on Twitch. She does have an OnlyFans where she does appear topless, but why would I ever want to support that? But that sort of demonstrated that either G4 thinks so little of the audience to think that's what we want, when in fact when we think of G4 we think of video games, or they're trying to get Frost to quit by pissing her off. I usually think it's both. Okay, I think G4 believes that we as gamers think we like VTubers and big titty Twitch girls like Amaranth. Okay, and I always saying, like, and for someone like me, it's like I don't really care much for VTubers because really it's just people still hiding behind an avatar. And why would I care about Amaranth being in a bikini when there's free porn? Okay, why would I pay her to be in a bikini, or let alone watch her sleep, and I can just go on like Pornhub or RedTube and watch free porn? Okay, but I do like the idea that people like Frost are now starting to realize that they don't have much support, because it's never about the about their cause, okay? Which only inspires the idea that at the very beginning, when they basically revived G4 and brought Frost on, that she was just a diversity hire. They could care less about her views, as long as somehow got rants up, as long as it got people talking about G4. But the numbers started to hurt. So of course they realized that they wanted to appease the audience. But I always say this, like, first of all, if you wanted, you should have fired Frost the moment she went on Twitter and announced that her bosses supported her rant. That should have been grounds for termination because, like I said in my previous video, okay, a owner, or basically a boss or CEO of a company who lets his employees speak for him is not much of a leader. Okay? You don't speak for your boss. Your boss can speak for themselves. You are just the lowly employee who's there to be at work at a certain time and leave at a certain time and get their paycheck. That's it. And if it were up to me, if I saw Frost basically speaking for me, trying to put words in my mouth, she'd be gone. I tell her, like, that kind of self-absorbed, arrogant behavior is not tolerated here. So the moral of this video is that at this point, G4 needs to die. They're already starting to reorganize a lot of stuff around G4 and X-Play. So I would like to think that at that point, G4 is on life support. It's all kinds of messed up. My question is, how hard is it to have a company that's based around talking about video games and just stick to video games? All right? Frost on her little rant stream had no idea about any sort of video games. Her own her demonstration of that was clear. All right? That's why she went on her rant. It was a self-defense mechanism for her. But all in all, it should have been a red flag for you. Like, okay, you know what? We tried. She now has to be behind the camera, never seen or heard. All right? You have a business model. Stick with it. Okay? Why? Because when you have a business model that works, audience and fans and customers like it, and they will buy your products. They will subscribe to your station. Okay? They will give you money. Don't you want money? Money good. But for some reason, it's like they don't like it. They don't like money. I just like to think if I had a small company, like, I think I could run it a little bit better on the ways of this is our goal. This is what we strive to do. If you don't like it, find somewhere else to work. I try not to put my politics into this, but I always believe that conservatives make better business people than most left-leaning people. Not necessarily liberals, but far left-leaning people. We've seen this happen over and over. It's why the meme "get woke, go broke" exists. So, all in all, my prediction is that Frost is going to quit sometime later, or in their reorganization, G4TV and X-Play is going to just throw her out and try to keep us private as much as possible. But there's really not much to follow up on this. I'll probably won't follow up on any of this later on unless there's another big development about this. But hopefully that will be the last time I talk about G4 on this channel for quite some time until the next thing pops up. So, guys, what do you guys think? All right? What do you guys think? I would love to hear your guys' comments about this. So please leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share this video with others so we can get more people in on the conversation. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing really helps the channel a lot. I really appreciate it if you guys did that. And let's try to keep all forms of entertainment, whether it be movies, TV shows, comic books, video games, and internet shows great again, so that we can all just be happy and enjoy life. So guys, I will see y'all in the next video. Goodbye!